As a Christian, following Jesus' teachings and principles is paramount to one's faith. However, the topic of vaccines has become a contentious issue, with some Christians arguing that vaccines are unnecessary for those who follow Jesus. This essay will delve into the reasoning behind this stance, exploring the intersection of faith, health, and the role of vaccines in the lives of Christians. At the core of the argument against vaccines for Christians is the belief in divine healing and protection. Many Christians believe that their faith in Jesus provides them with immunity to diseases, and that vaccines are therefore unnecessary. This perspective is rooted in biblical passages such as Psalm 91, 3-6, which states, "Surely he will save you from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with his pinions, and under his wings he may take refuge. His faithfulness is a shield and buckler. You will not fear the terror of night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in the darkness, nor the plague that destroys at midday." This passage, along with others, is seen as a promise of protection from harm, including disease. Furthermore, some Christians argue that vaccines are a form of lack of faith, as they rely on human ingenuity and science rather than divine intervention. This perspective is based on the idea that if one has faith in Jesus, they should not need to rely on human means to protect themselves from illness. Instead, they should trust in God's sovereignty and providence to keep them safe. As the Bible states in Matthew 6:25-34, "Therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or drink, or about your body, what you will wear. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothes? Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or store away in barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not much more valuable than they? Can any one of you by worrying add a single hour to your life?" This passage encourages Christians to trust in God's provision and care, rather than relying on human means. Another argument against vaccines for Christians is the concern about the potential risks and side effects associated with vaccination. Some Christians point to the fact that vaccines are not 100% effective and that they can cause adverse reactions in some individuals. They argue that, as Christians, they should prioritize their health and well-being, and that vaccines may pose a greater risk than the diseases they are intended to prevent. Additionally, some Christians are concerned about the use of aborted fetal cells in the development of some vaccines, which they see as a moral and ethical issue. However, it is essential to note that the overwhelming majority of the medical and scientific community agrees that vaccines are safe and effective in preventing the spread of diseases. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention (CDC) and the World Health Organization, who both strongly recommend vaccination as a crucial measure in maintaining public health. Moreover, many Christian denominations and organizations, such as the Catholic Church and the Christian Medical Association, support vaccination as a means of promoting health and well-being. In conclusion, while some Christians may argue that vaccines are unnecessary due to their faith in divine healing and protection, this perspective is not universally accepted within the Christian community. Ultimately, the decision to vaccinate or not should be based on the careful consideration of the available evidence, as well as an individual's personal values and beliefs. As Christians, it is essential to approach this issue with empathy, understanding, and a commitment to loving and caring for one another, regardless of our differing perspectives on vaccines. By doing so, we can promote a culture of compassion, respect, and unity, even in the face of disagreement.